have you guys back because today we're going to be going over recall training for the dog e-collar. I'm so excited to have you guys here, so make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel down below and all those bell notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video with us. Let's get into today's video. So when we're going to be using the dog training collar, what's super important is that we want to make sure we're setting our dogs for success. We want to communicate with them to the best ability that we can. Meaning you don't want to have many distractions in your yard, okay? There's going to be a few tools for you guys to really get the best communication with your dogs, and I'm going to give those to you guys, okay? So the first most important thing is to make sure you have an area that's not going to be overstimulating, because again, we're going to be sending them the communication and we want to have a good response so that we can get a good understanding of what we're asking from them. What's also super important is if this is your first time using a dog e-collar, I highly recommend for you guys to get a 20-foot leash. Why? Because you want to have an extension for your hand. You don't want to feel that if the dog is going to run off and doesn't understand what you're asking from the collar, then you make sure that you use that leash to be able to have them better understand what you're asking. So that's another great tip to make sure you guys have that available. And of course, what's super, super important is the dog treats. We want to use treats to reward the dogs so they realize why we're asking this information from them, because truly at the end of the day, we want to give our dogs freedom, but we don't want to limit them. We want them to understand what we're asking them. So using this method is going to have you guys have a better result. So when you're going to start stepping out of your comfort zone and trusting your dogs, you're going to be able to better understand and communicate with them so you both will get good tools. So let's show you guys how to use it. So today in our training session, you guys, we're going to be using the Invirox 2022 edition. I love this one because it has 3 modes on here. So we're going to start with the beep level, which has 8 different levels for you guys. We also have the vibration level, which has 16 different levels. And also what's super important is the static shock, which has about 99 levels. What's super important, you guys, is all of these are going to be different features where you're going to make steps out of them, okay? So you're going to start with the beep sensation, then you can graduate to the vibration. If it's necessary, then you can get to the shock section, because this is going to be something when it's super, super important to get your dog's attention. Because remember, we're correcting the behavior and bringing them to us so that we can have the best level of communication. So let's get into it. So in today's training session, we want to make sure that we're making everything simple and easy. So remember, if you've never used a dog e-collar, you want to make sure to follow these steps, okay? We're going to be using the beeping feature on this collar because I really believe that the tone 1 and 2 is really going to give you guys a great result, because your dogs are going to better hear and have that difference. What's also super important is to make sure you have that 20-foot leash on them. Our dogs are trained, they understand what's happening with the collar. You guys want to get the best results, so make sure you use that as an extension of your hand. Also, we're going to make sure to reward them with the actual treats so that they know that this is that reinforcement of good behavior. So let's go ahead and try this out, you guys. I want you to follow along with me. And again, not everything is perfect. You might need to do it a few more times, okay? So I'm going to be using that beeping sensation, and we're going to call Bonnie to us. So let's call Bonnie. Bonnie, come. Bonnie. Good girl. Good girl. And we're going to make sure to reward her with that treat and tell her that she's a good girl. Now remember, go ahead, release. We're going to make sure that we want to release our dog from the actual moment. Why? Is because we don't want to have the dog sitting and waiting for an actual command or doing something. They're going to release, go on to their normal day so that we can actually bring the dog back to us so they understand that this beeping sensation and our command is actually going to bring them to us. So again, I'm going to show you guys as she's moving around. She's going to do her own thing. I'm going to do my own thing, even though she already knows what we're asking from us because she's such a brilliant dog. But we're just going to keep practicing here, okay? So, Bonnie, come. Good girl. Very good girl. Wow, way to go. Good girl. Release. This is a great tool here, you guys, because now I'm going to get a better trust out of my dog. I'm going to be able to let her free like this. She's going to be able to roam around, enjoy those smells, because again, we want freedom, and so do our dogs too. So that's a great reward here. Now she's going to be a little bit loose. I just want to show you guys again, as we're doing these training sessions, you don't want to make them too long. You want to make them rewardable. You want them to enjoy every second about it. Now we're going to have her, she's a little bit far out of the distance here, and you can see over there that she's just kind of doing her thing. I'm going to get her attention. Bonnie, come. Good, good, come. Good girl. Wow. Way to go. And remember, your dogs love affection too. So we don't want to make it too much on them. I think for you guys, that was a great training session here. And seriously, give Bonnie some love down in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up because she truly did a great job. And of course, if you guys have questions, if you're like struggling with how to use the real call training, make sure you reach out to us. We're here to serve you guys. We want to help because we want you to better understand how to use the Invirox collar, especially the 2022 edition. We're so proud to be using it, and we want you guys to all have the best results that you deserve. So thank you again for watching for today's video. We're so happy to have you guys here, and we can't wait to see you all on the next one. Bye, everybody.